Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? It's working today? Okay, good. Hi, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. I had to plug my old one with the new cord in. And now it works, I guess. So, the old one, yeah, I had it saved. Thank God. So, we're going to be finishing up Eldorado today by Electric Light Orchestra. This is courtesy of our patron, Maz, who has basically sponsored this entire album. Thank you for that, because this album has been so good. And kind of sad to see it go, I'm not going to lie, but I'm excited to finally hear Eldorado and the finale. But I think it's Illusions in G major, and then Eldorado, and then Eldorado finale. So, let's do it. We've got a whole Electric Light Orchestra playlist. If you're new and you haven't watched them, there's a whole playlist right there for you. I really enjoy Jeff Lynne. He is one of a kind. He really is. And I really want to be able to catch if they come back through. I know he's got it's called like Jeff Lynne's ELO or something now. I gotta see them if they ever come through. I really do. If they're still going, I think they are, but I could be wrong. All right, Illusions in G major by Electric Light Orchestra. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. 3, 2, 1, go. Horns are awesome. Let's go. Whoa. Wow. Oh my God, it's so good. I know you won't deceive me, but do these things I see it, and you didn't mean it. It's all good entertainment, it doesn't cost a penny. Please I let me teach you if I can only reach in my heart. What a party this song is. That was awesome. Eldorado, we have arrived. Cheers.
Playing the game, I'll sail away on a voyage of no return to sea. If eternal life is meant to be, and if I find the key to the eternal dream.
Sounds like London a little bit.
The painted ladies of the Avalon lay in the sun. Take to the road to the north, there lies the chill close your eyes and I will stay. I'll not be back, Eldorado. I will be free.
Whoa. Jeff.
Of the world, Eldorado. Say goodbye, the city's heroes sing, but on the wing, feel so free. Oh, the laugh upon
It's like a whole world in your head, bro. Love it. Bev's holding it down.
So through it all I see, there's nothing left for me. So I will stay. I'll not be back, Eldorado. I will
Strings.
of the world, Eldorado. Sitting here on top of everywhere.
Those strange little sounds, man.
What do
They were in the
I
beginning too, a little bit.
care? Days never end. Oh, the voyage's end will soon be here. No eternal life is here for me. Oh, but now I found the key to the eternal dream, and I will stay.
That must be Richard Tandy doing that.
Eldorado, I will be
There it
Eldorado.
is. Sweeping, majestic. I love all the synths. Like the entire album, they've been amazing. It's like a Wurlitzer, I think, too, and some other stuff. Wow. What a finale. Still got one more, though. The actual finale. The City of Gold. Whoa. Whoa. Incredible. Those strange sounds, man.
The unwoken fool, high on a hill in Eldorado.
What the fuck? Am I like a Manchurian Candidate now or something? I don't know. After all the Beatles music I've listened to in a short time span, who knows, bro? Oh man. Now I know that it probably would have an even greater effect on me if I had listened to it all the way through in one sitting, because it's a concept album. That's how it's supposed to be. I know. But now I can actually sit through it all the way, and I plan on doing that actually, because like I said, sweeping and majestic are the first words that come to mind when I think of it, to be honest. But there's a lot more to it, because like that's what really got my attention, was that strange synthesizer beats that just would come up, or notes, just like 5 or 6 of them, and then it's just random spots that they would pop up, in the song. Like it's like almost like there's no rhyme or reason why they would be there, but by that being that evident, that's obviously there is a reason why they're there, So I don't know. I think that was really, really cool. Obviously the strings and Jeff's vocals are gonna be number one. Honestly, I think Bev shined more in that finale. But I mean, he was steady though, man. He really was. It's not easy to, especially when it comes to like a concept album. But I mean, for these 3 songs and this sample size, it was relatively a small workload for him. But he still did his job as well as he can. But this is more, I think, the Jeff Lynne show with the strings, man. I mean, good God. And the horns, man. I don't know. Who was doing the horns? I don't even remember that being on there. Okay, yeah, it's a whole... Okay, Lewis Clark did the orchestra and choral arrangements and conducting. So I'm guessing there was, a whole symphony or orchestra. So Jeff Lynne, lead and backing vocals, electric and acoustic guitars, bass, Moog, production, orchestra, choral arrangements. Bevan, whatever it is, drums and percussion. Richard Tandy, my man, piano, Moog, clavinet, Wurlitzer, guitar, orchestra and choral arrangements. Mike D. Albuquerque on bass, but he departed during the recording, but he's credited. I forgot about that. Mike Edwards on cello, Mick Kaminsky on violin, and Hugh McDowell on cello. These guys put in overtime on these 3 tracks. The first one was like a rowdy, raucous, like 1950s inspired kind of rocker song. There was hints of Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie in there. This was what year? This was 74. So yeah, I think this is around the same time or a little bit after Ziggy Stardust and stuff. But was it Suffragette City? I can't pronounce it right. That's the song that came to mind. But that whole album, there was like that in and out sound, kind of like that 50s inspired, I don't know if it's like 50s nostalgia in the 70s sort of thing. Kind of like how we have nostalgia for the 90s. I know in the 70s, there was probably nostalgia for the 50s, even though, something happened in the 40s that, was a world conflict, obviously. But 50s culture, in America at least, was, we're in that, I guess that was not the height, but in a lot of people's minds, that's the, I don't know, the apex, not the apex, that's not the word. I don't know, the just the highest spot America hit, I don't believe so, I know we went through a lot of changes that needed to happen in the, 70s, 60s especially. And I think where we're at now, at this crossroads we're at, I don't know how it's gonna go. It's a it's a roll of the dice, it's anyone's guess at this point. I don't know. But it says that in Classic Rocks magazine, it's a part of the 50 albums that built prog rock. And then it's number 43 on Rolling Stone's 50 greatest prog rock albums of all time. And that's the thing, like, it does have prog aspects of it, but I wouldn't really exactly call that prog. That kind of goes beyond that. That's almost like symphonic rock, basically, with like pop elements. There is prog elements as well. But I think the number one thing they did well here is they built just entire worlds with this music. the strings and, you know, the horns especially, that really adds to this like entire, I don't know, it's like you can just close your eyes and see it, man. I know that especially in that finale and like kind of the end of Eldorado, I was getting not exactly like, I don't know, impressions of a golden, like, you know, city or something, but I did feel like I had reached somewhere that I had been searching for a long time, you know? It kind of felt like, you know, it's just that catharsis or that release of working really, really hard to get somewhere that's, you know, someone said, or something someone said you couldn't do and you did it successfully, or like you passed with flying colors sort of thing. It's just that feeling of elation, that blood rush, you know, that joy, whatever you want to call it, you know, that's that finale and that, you know, the last song felt like in parts. You know, there were kind of moody parts as well in the first, you know, half of Eldorado, but it kind of picked up, you know, about halfway through. And it's just crazy what Jeff can do with his voice, because at one point he sounds like John Lennon, another point he sounds like him, and then he sounds like someone else. He's kind of like Paul, you know, Paul McCartney in a way. That's, he can just change his voice and he just sounds like all these different people, you know. I think that's really cool, man. And he's got such a powerful and booming voice when he wants to use it. Like, and he would like in that chorus when he would hit that high note, basically just the power that would reach. It's like, whoa, chill, bro. Leave some for the rest of us. But it is what it is, man. He's Jeff Lynne. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Thank you, Moz, for sponsoring this album, man. It's been a pleasure. It really has. It's funny. I would, before this video, I would say that I liked the first side more, but after hearing you know, Illusions in G minor or G major, and then these two put together, I mean, what a finale to this album. That just overtook side one, and side one's amazing, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally a whole side of bangers right there. This one, I think it had like one song that I wasn't like a huge fan of, but at the same time I am selling myself short by not listening to it all the way through, but you know, YouTube rules and such. It's just I can't imagine how much work and effort just went into this album, because it's a whole epic, basically. It's like a whole story but just told through music, and it's incredible, honestly. Like, I kind of stand in awe of what Jeff created here, I'm not gonna lie. Just that feeling you got at the end of Eldorado, it's just crazy, and then the finale comes in and you're just on cloud nine, bro. I was riding it too, I really was. I think that was wonderful. I think Jeff and company just created a masterpiece here. They seriously did. Bev honestly was a highlight more, I think, on side one, but I mean, no matter what, he's a great drummer, and him and Jeff together just make magic, man. But so does Richard Tandy, man. Those strange little sound effects, the Wurlitzer, you know, synthesizers and keyboards, like anything you could imagine, bro. And he's just using it to create and shape this world that we're inhabiting in our ears, basically, and our minds. And very thankful for that. They did the world a service by creating this album. I really think they did, because it's beautiful. Like, I can't wait to sit down, listen to it all the way through, and I'm gonna actually do that this week. The next ELO video, which I have already one requested, I'm gonna give you all a recap, I guess, of my my feelings on it. So stay tuned for that. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for all the support. Sorry for the mic fiasco yesterday. Damn kids. Oh man, they like to come in and see themselves on my camera and stuff and take pictures, and somebody dropped my mic. She's not in here, so I guess it doesn't matter, but whatever. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you again, Moz. You rock. Great album. Can't wait to hear it again. And bring on some more ELO. If you got another suggestion, leave it down below. Thanks for watching. See you.